One of the best starters in the game is Braden Williams, and he is there. Here comes Tate Taylor. They're neck and neck. There goes Tate Taylor. I told you Tate Taylor was one that can win it, and I think he does.
He was not the favorite. He was not the name everyone was whispering about before the race. Just another high school kid. Fast, no doubt, but not the one people had circled. But in the blink of an eye, that all changed. Tate Taylor, a 17-year-old junior from San Antonio, Texas, walked onto the track at the biggest meet of his life and did something no American teenager had ever done: 0.992 seconds. That is all it took to make history. And what made it even crazier, no one saw it coming. Not the announcers, not the coaches, not even the other runners lining up next to him. It happened on May 3rd, 2025, during the UIL State Track and Field Championships at Mike A. Myers Stadium in Austin, a venue that has seen hundreds of fast finishes but nothing like this. Taylor was lined up in the 100-meter final for Class 6A, the toughest division in the state and arguably the entire country. His season had been solid. He had clocked 10.08 seconds a few weeks before. Fast. Yes. Record-breaking. No analysts expected a competitive race, maybe a sub-10.2. But certainly not a national record. Then the starter called them to their marks. Silence fell. The gun fired. Tate did not react with panic or tension. His start was explosive but composed. His body leaned in perfectly, arms pumping like pistons. By the fifth stride, he was gliding. Every phase of the sprint, the drive, the transition, the top-end speed, clicked like gears in a machine. The others were moving fast too. But Taylor looked like he was on a different surface. He was not just running. He was slicing through by the halfway mark. He had edged ahead. But it was the final 40 meters where it became undeniable. His form held. No tightness, no wasted motion. As he crossed the finish line, he did not even flinch at the board. But the stadium did. 0.992 seconds. The crowd went silent for a split second, processing what they had just seen, then erupted. Coaches on the sidelines clutched their stopwatches. Athletes from other events stared, mouths open. Officials checked the wind. Plus 1.1 meters per second. Perfectly legal. No tech glitch. No review needed. Tate Taylor had just broken the United States high school 100-meter record, previously held by Christian Miller at 9.93. That record, set just a year earlier, had seemed untouchable. Now it was gone. Not just beaten, but cleanly erased. But this was not just a United States moment. It was a global statement. Taylor's 9.92 made him the second fastest under-20 sprinter in world history. The only teenager to ever run faster is Botswana's Letsile Tebogo, the world champion who ran 9.91. Everyone else, Trayvon Brummel, Noah Lyles, Ayon Knighton, had been slower at this age. And Tate? He was not done. Later that same day, he returned to the track for the 200 meters, still calm, still composed. You would think someone who had just shocked the country would feel pressure, but he did not show any. As he came off the curve, he began pulling away again. His stride lengthened, his speed never dipped. He crossed the finish line in 20.14 seconds, another staggering time that made him the fourth fastest under-18 runner ever in that event. Only 3 names are ahead: Knighton, Bolt, and Gout. That is the company he now keeps. 2 races, 2 record-level performances, 1 high school athlete. And here's what is wild. None of this was supposed to happen this fast. In 2023, Tate was running 10.59 with a helpful tailwind. The next year, on October 28th, into a -1.2 headwind, it was solid improvement, but not headline-grabbing. Scouts noticed. Track fans noticed. But the national spotlight had not found him yet. Then in early 2025, he dropped to 10.08, and just weeks later, 9.92. Progression like that does not happen by chance. It was built from the ground up, step by step, quietly, relentlessly. People are now beginning to realize Tate Taylor is not just gifted. He is calculated. A technician. Someone who knew exactly where he was headed. Even when no one else did. Tate Taylor's 9.92 is not just a national record. It is a time that would have landed him fourth at the 2024 United States Olympic trials. That means a 17-year-old high school junior is already running times just one slot away from making the United States Olympic team. To put that in perspective, Noah Lyles ran 10.14 in high school. Usain Knighton, a global medalist, did not break 10 seconds until turning professional. Trayvon Brummel's 9.99 had a massive 4.0 meters per second tailwind. Tate, he ran 9.92, wind legal, in the Texas heat, at a state meet. So, where does he go from here? Every top NCAA program in the country wants him. Coaches are pitching elite facilities, Olympic training partnerships, and full scholarships. But Tate has another option, one that very few high schoolers ever earn: going professional. With NIL, name, image, and likeness, rules in place, he can sign endorsement deals while still in high school. Brands like Nike, Adidas, and Puma are watching. He could skip the college circuit entirely, sign with a professional team, and aim straight for international gold, just like Knighton and Sydney McLaughlin did. So far, he has not made a public decision. But every path leads toward a bigger stage. The next logical stop, the World Under-20 Championships. Not only is he expected to qualify, he is expected to dominate, and after that, the Diamond League, a series of global meets featuring the best sprinters on the planet. If he enters that world, he could be racing Olympic finalists within the year, and yet, he is still only 17. That is what makes this so unreal. Most sprinters hit their peak between ages 22 and 26. Tate is still developing, still growing into his frame, still sharpening every stride. If he stays healthy, he has the potential to become one of the fastest humans ever recorded. And it is no accident. His coach at Harlan High has built a training system modeled after the world's best. He works on explosive power, sprint mechanics, reaction time, and recovery, like a professional. Film review, technique analysis, strength, and speed. His entire system is designed for precision. Even his recovery and lifestyle, nutrition, sleep, stretching, are managed with care. That is the mindset of someone not just trying to win meets, but to become elite mentally. He might be even stronger after the 9.92. He was not boastful. He was thankful, calm, clear-headed. Harlan High, once just a decent sprint school, is now a hotbed of national attention. Their 4x100-meter relay, anchored by Tate, ran 41.07. One of the fastest in the country. His performance is elevating everyone around him. But all eyes remain on him, because what he did at state was not just fast. It was defining. It changed the conversation about what high school athletes are capable of, about how early greatness can appear, about how far focus and discipline can take you.